You arrive home after a long day. You're exhausted and expect to do nothing but take a nice long hot shower and fall into bed. You walk into the room and see your little sister, her friend, and your mother sprawled out on the floor, dead. Your nightmare has only just begun. Your family has been murdered, and you are the police's #1 suspect. You are taken to jail, interrogated for hours, and in an act of exhaustion and desperation, you sign a confession to a crime that you did not commit. That is exactly what happened to Anthony Yarbrough. He spent 20 years locked away in a cell for a triple homicide. Thanks to the tireless work of the Innocence Project, Anthony Yarbrough walked out of prison a free man 8 months ago. According to their official website, www.innocenceproject.org, the Innocence Project is a national litigation and public policy organization, and they are dedicated to exonerating wrongly convicted individuals. Reforming the top causes of wrongful convictions is the other half of their mission. These causes include eyewitness identification, evidence preservation, access to DNA testing, and interrogations. The organization has a branch in every state, with lawyers, paralegals, and other support professionals needed to perform the work to free their clients. The Innocence Project's goal is simple: to ensure justice for those who have been forgotten. The Innocence Project receives thousands of claims from inmates every year pleading for help. The work is difficult, to say the least. Examining the smallest details in each case, arranging DNA testing and consults with experts, and of course, fighting the courts. Currently, the organization represents more than 200 people, with many more waiting. Aside from representing clients, the Innocence Project has also drawn national attention in their efforts for reform. The organization continues to meet with federal and state lawmakers, urging them to change policies and outdated procedures. The list includes eyewitness identification, access to DNA testing, as well as monetary compensation for exonerees. It has also called for each state to form an Innocence Committee, which in essence is an independent committee that would investigate causes of DNA exonerations and then recommend changes based on their findings. As a result of their efforts, innocence commissions have been formed in 11 states. The group's fight just hasn't been limited to the criminal justice system. Keeping the issues of injustice in the public's eye has also been challenging, but in the last 4 months, the Innocence Project's work has been praised in newspapers across the country, including the Boston Globe, the Philadelphia Inquirer, and the Los Angeles Times. Keeping the conversation alive about wrongful convictions helps keep the public aware, but most importantly, it puts pressures on public officials to address these issues. David McCollum, 29 years, Kevin Martin, 26 years, Michelle Murphy, 20 years, and Susan Mellon, 17 years, are just 4 of the people this year who've been exonerated in the last 6 months. These people were torn away from their normal lives and thrown into a special kind of nightmare. The hardworking and determined individuals of the Innocence Project played a role in each of these cases, as well as dozens of others. The Innocence Project's mission is a daunting one, taking months and more usually years to free just one client. The work never ends, and yet they don't stop. They fight for the innocent while still bringing awareness to the cause. The Innocence Project is responsible for freeing 173 people, wrongly convicted people, that is. And they are responsible for ending the pain and suffering of 173 families. They are truly champions of justice.